Well, guys, as many of you guys actually know, I served in the Navy from the year 2000 to the year 2004. I was young back then, and looking back at it, I'm very, very proud that I actually went into the military. It changes who you are, especially, I believe, as you get older. Now, to be honest, it does suck going to boot camp. No doubt about it, guys. I mean, 2 months of Navy boot camp is not a walk in the park, okay? It's not a picnic. You're going to have to do a bunch of stuff that you really don't want to do, but you must follow orders. No TV watching, unless it's some military training or something like that. You don't have time for that. They wake you up in the morning. It was Reveille was at 4:30 in the morning, and then automatically we will drop for 20 push-ups. We recover, and then we're dropped again. You got to work out. You eat, you study, you PT some more. That's boot camp. Then you have to go and learn your job that you're actually going to do on the ship. You still got to work out, learn, graduate. Then you go to your ship. You can actually be away from your family for 7-8 months or something like that. And 9/11 actually happened when I was actually in the military. I just finished doing my 90 days of mess duty because everyone has to do 90 days of mess duty. I was lucky enough to actually be in the wardroom, which is where the officers actually eat at. It's much better than being on the mess decks or the galley. Nah, don't want to do that, guys. However, it was a great time. It was a great time when I go back and look at it. I'm glad that I was able to serve my country. Now, under the Democrats' leadership with Joe Biden, there was a problem in the military. Nobody wanted to sign up. I did videos on this, guys. I remember, man, when I was actually back in thinking about going to the Navy, they actually had a slogan said, "Let the journey begin." They were showing men actually serving in the Navy. It was inspirational. The Marines are doing the same thing. But under Joe Biden, what was the military doing? They were promoting wokeness. They were talking about this girl with 2 moms. It's like, what? And she was a woke activist too at that. Whereas you had Russia and China didn't understand anything that was being said in their videos because I don't speak Mandarin or Russian. But just looking at it, you're like, man, if I'm a part of this country, I want to sign up for that. Not the case with the U.S., man. And the U.S. suffered because wokeness had infiltrated our military. But guys, America is now back now. No transgender propaganda. Transgenders, I believe, have actually been banned from the military again. Thank God. Trump is back in the White House, guys. And guess what? The military now in January is smashing recruiting records, guys. Funny how that works, man. And I'm going to say this, I'm going to be honest, man. The overwhelming majority of the military, Navy, Coast Guard, Marines, Army, should be men. It is our duty to actually fight for our country. Women can serve too. Okay, they can serve too. No problem with that. But 70%, 80% of the military should be men because that is what we're here for. We're here to fight for our country. We're supposed to be doing that. We're supposed to be protecting the women. Now, when I was in the Navy, my ship, and not every ship actually had females on it, guys. On my ship, 75, 80% of the crew was men. Female berthing, one space for them. Because the majority of the crew was men. The captain, men. There's some female captains, I believe, in the military, in the Navy. Never served with one, but I believe they're actually out there. But look here. U.S. military shatters recruiting records following Trump election victory. Trump gets back in office, and guess what? Men want to sign up for the military. Those commercials, guys, that the Democrats are putting out for the military, didn't inspire anyone to join unless you were a woke activist. Remember, they actually were getting drag queens to try and recruit people to the military. Newsflash. If you are a male of high testosterone, you're not going to be inspired to join the military by a drag queen. That should not be happening, man. I mean, the Navy actually had someone that was in the Navy, I believe like non-binary, weird pronouns or whatever, and was using drag to recruit. Nobody wanted to sign up for that, man. Nobody did. And trust me, man, being in the Navy, there was a lot of testosterone on the ship. And that's a good thing right there. But the stuff that was getting pulled under the Biden administration, I will never, ever sign up for that, guys. I never would. But let's read some of this, guys. Right here it says the U.S. military has improved its recruiting efforts under the leadership of Secretary of State Pete Hegseth and President Donald Trump. Remember, the Democrats, man, the left was saying that Pete Hegseth was not qualified. But Lord Austin, under his leadership, nobody wants to sign up. Now with Pete Hegseth, men are signing up. And a lot of men probably saw President Trump actually take a bullet for this country. And they say, you know what? If he can take a bullet for this country, I can serve my country. Yeah. On Tuesday, Hegseth posted on X, breaking. In December 2024, the U.S. Army had its best recruiting number in 12 years. They knew that President Trump was coming, guys. In January 2025, the Army hit its best recruiting number in 15 years. Bottom line, America's youth want to serve under the bold and strong America First leadership of real Donald Trump. Yeah, President Trump was coming into office, and that's when men wanted to sign up. They wanted to serve under President Trump. They didn't want any social experiments or anything like that. See, and you know what? The Democrats, man, if you are a male and voting Democrat, I got some questions for you. I seriously got some questions. I'm wondering, guys, how many men in the military right now actually voted Democrat? I'm curious about that. Very, very curious, man. Anyway, Army officials announced Tuesday on social media that the branch had shattered previous recruiting records. December 2024 was the most active in 15 years, when almost 350 soldiers enlisted every day that month. Army recruiting officials posted on X, our recruiters have one of the toughest jobs, inspiring the next generation of soldiers to serve. Congratulations and keep up the great work. And one thing about, at least as far as Navy recruiters go, when I was in the Navy, it was a sales job, man. You had to go out. You had to hit numbers. There was actually quotas. How could a Navy recruiter actually hit their quota if none of these kids were actually inspired to actually sign up? I'm serious about that. I believe the Navy's sales school, that's how I call it, is actually in Florida. And that's got to be one of the toughest jobs, man, to do. You're actually trying to recruit people to actually join the military. And make no mistake about it, guys, it is a sales job. They try to paint you this beautiful picture and everything like that. And then reality hits you in the face when you actually get to boot camp. I remember, guys, when I went to boot camp, flew out of Houston, went to O'Hare Airport in Chicago, and I'm thinking, all right, it's late at night. Maybe, just maybe, we're going to be able to sleep everything. No sleep whatsoever. Bunch of yelling all night, doing paperwork. We didn't sleep until the following night. Yeah. Now, we didn't do any push-ups or anything, that first week because you got to go through medical and all that. But after that, it was real then. It was real. It's not a game, man. But these recruiters, man, they sell you a dream. And when you get to boot camp, you're going to be like, I hate my recruiter. But overall, at the end of the day, man, you're glad that you actually went in. According to military.com, the service has already reached the halfway mark towards its ambitious goal of bringing in 61,000 active duty soldiers this fiscal year, which began in October. This is a massive turnaround after the U.S. military missed its recruiting goals in 2023 by 41,000 under the Biden-Harris administration. The situation got so dire that in 2024, the Army announces cutting its force by 24,000 in a restructuring to help the service fight in future wars, according to Fox News. I also believe, man, I believe that the standards, the physical fitness standards, need to be reevaluated, guys. Sometimes I actually watch these boot camp documentaries on TV, and of course, was in the Navy, so I'm watching the Navy documentaries. There was a couple of RDCs. That means recruit division commanders. In the Army version, that's going to be drill sergeant. Some of these people were out of shape. One of these females, man, definitely seemed like she was overweight. I'm like, hold on, how in the world did you become an RDC? Maybe they need to actually check that out right there. But overall, guys, man, some great news here, man. The military is back. We're back to actually getting rid of the social experiences and actually learning how to blow things up, defend the country. That is what we're supposed to be doing in the military, man. Man, I can't believe the damage that Biden and Harris did to the military. Social experiments, man. Got rid of all that. Transgenderism gone. Wokeness all gone. Pete Hegseth, man, is going to do a number to transform the military into being the best military again on the planet. That's just my thoughts on this. What do you guys think of this? Black and White Network fans, let us know what you think about all this in the comments. Make sure to subscribe to the channel, and we'll catch you next time.